Du, hört ihr mich? Ich hoffe so. Ah, so, Scheiße. Okay, gut. Ich hab schon gesagt,
You find this useful in something like
bin ich jetzt dumm? Ähm, so, let's go. Spielen. Erbe plus jetzt. Polnisch kennt. Oder allgemein Echo plus. Ja, diese Dinger als Hafen kennt ihr ja wohl, oder? So, jetzt einsteigen.
Hallo und noch einmal willkommen im computergesteuerten Enrichment Center von Aperture. Wir hoffen, Ihr kurzer Aufenthalt in der Entspannungskammer war angenehm. Ihre Probe wurde verarbeitet und wir können mit dem Haupttest beginnen. Vergessen Sie nicht, dass Spaß und Lernen zwar im Vordergrund aller Aktivitäten im Enrichment Center stehen, dass es aber auch Verletzungen geben kann. Zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit sollten Sie auf keinen Fall etwas... Por favor, por dónde fallar muchos... Vorsicht, das Portal öffnet sich in 3, 2, 1.
Das Spiel ist eigentlich relativ normal, weil ich hab keinen Bock. Besser gesagt, Erbo Boosting, das kann ich. Aber
Gut
Erbo
gemacht.
Clipping,
Bitte begeben Sie sich nach jedem Test in die Kammerschleuse. Achten Sie zunächst jedoch auf das Leuchtpartikelfeld vor dem Ausgang. Dieses Materialauflösungsgitter von Aperture Science vaporisiert alle passierenden, nicht autorisierten Geräte. Zum Beispiel den beschwerten Speicherkubus von Aperture Science. Bitte stellen Sie den beschwerten Speicherkubus auf den 1500 Megawatt Schwerlast-Superkollisions-Superknopf.
okay, Digga.
Perfekt. Bitte begeben Sie sich rasch in die Kammerschleuse, da im Test kein andauerndes Verweilen am Knopf vorgesehen ist. Sie machen das sehr gut. Beachten Sie, dass der Geschmack von Blut nicht Teil des Testprotokolls ist, sondern ein unerwünschter Nebeneffekt des Materialauflösungsgitters von
Start Split. Geil.
Hallo und noch einmal willkommen im computergesteuerten Enrichment Center von Aperture. Wir hoffen, Ihr kurzer Aufenthalt in der Entspannungskammer war angenehm. Ihre Probe wurde verarbeitet und wir können mit dem Haupttest beginnen. Vergessen Sie nicht, dass Spaß und Lernen zwar im Vordergrund aller Aktivitäten im Enrichment Center stehen, dass es aber auch Verletzungen geben kann. Zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit sollten Sie auf keinen Fall etwas...
Por favor, ¿por dónde fallar?
Muchos Vorsicht, das Portal öffnet sich in 3, 2, 1.
Super Spiel.
Gut gemacht. Bitte begeben Sie sich nach jedem Test in die Kammerschleuse. Achten Sie zunächst jedoch auf das Leuchtpartikelfeld vor dem Ausgang. Dieses Materialauflösungsgitter von Aperture Science vaporisiert alle passierenden, nicht autorisierten Geräte, zum Beispiel den beschwerten Speicherkubus von Aperture Science. Bitte stellen Sie den beschwerten Speicherkubus auf den 1500
Ja, ich bin auch beschwert.
Schwerlast-Superkollisions-Superknopf.
Ich beschwere mich auch.
Perfekt.
Doch, Digga.
Bitte begeben Sie sich rasch in die Kammerschleuse, da im Test kein andauerndes Verweilen am Knopf vorgesehen ist.
Das haben wir Zeug geklaut. Hotz.
Sie machen das sehr gut. Beachten Sie, dass der Geschmack von Blut nicht Teil des Testprotokolls ist, sondern ein unerwünschter Nebeneffekt des Materialauflösungsgitters von Aperture Science, das in manchen Fällen Zahnfüllungen, Kronen, Zahnschmelz und Zähne auflöst. Sehr gut. Sie verfügen nun über das mobile Portalgerät von Aperture Science. Damit können Sie eigene Portale schaffen. Diese intradimensionalen Tore sind vollkommen sicher, das Gerät allerdings nicht. Berühren Sie nicht sein aktives Ende.
Okay.
Legen Sie nicht direkt auf das aktive Ende des Geräts. Bringen Sie das Gerät nicht mit Flüssigkeit in Kontakt. Vor allem sollten Sie unter keinen Umständen das Gerät aus...
Bitte lass mich
Begeben Sie sich in die Kammerschleuse.
Willst du mich jetzt verarschen? Die sind ja lästig. Aber egal, aber Pudding.
Sehr gut. Übrigens, der Tag der offenen Tür für Töchter bietet sich an, um auch Sie testen zu lassen.
Da 3 haben wir. Jetzt noch der Ladescreen, dann kann ich skippen.
Willkommen in Testkammer 4. Sie sind gar nicht schlecht.
Moin.
Auch das war wieder sehr gut. Als Teil eines festen Testprotokolls wird die nächste Testkammer nicht überwacht. Sie sind dort ganz auf sich gestellt. Viel Glück.
Eines festen Testprotokolls. Aha. Sind wir jetzt im 4 oder 5? Wir waren im 4, jetzt sind wir in 5. Wenn ich nicht so dämlich wäre.
Zur sicheren Durchführung der autorisierten Aktivitäten zerstören Sie keine wichtigen Testapparate. Als Teil eines festen Testprotokolls war die vorige Aussage, dass diese Kammer nicht überwacht wird, eine reine Lüge.
Hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht, ne?
Sehr gut. Als Teil eines festen Testprotokolls beenden wir die Wahrheitsverzerrung in 3, 2...
Da glaubt auch niemand, ne?
Sicherheit ist einset. Unglaublich. Sie,
Subjektname hier.
sind wohl der Stolz von...
Subjektwohnort hier.
Aber Boosting hat ja nicht so gut geklappt.
Warnsignale sind für alle Mobilgeräte Vorschrift. Alarm und blinkende Lichter können jedoch die Energiekapsel irritieren und wurden daher zu ihrer Sicherheit deaktiviert.
Moin. Jetzt eigentlich einfach nur hier drauf. Ich sehe hier die Triggers. Kann hier noch ein paar Airbloats platzieren. Die mir eigentlich so cool sind. 7 Minuten in den Run rein. Komisch.
Beachten Sie, dass ein Scheitern Konsequenzen hat.
Hallo?
Kontakt mit dem Kammerboden führt zu dem Vermerk unzureichend auf Ihrem Testboden, gefolgt von Ihrem Tod. Viel Glück. Bemerkenswert. Beachten Sie, dass der Anschein einer Gefahr nur dazu dient, Ihr Testerlebnis zu verstärken.
Kammer 8. Bei 8 Minuten 20. Ja.
Enrichment Center bedauert Ihnen mitzuteilen, dass der nächste Test leider unmöglich ist. Versuchen Sie es erst gar nicht. Fantastisch. Sie waren willensstark und ideenreich trotz des extrem pessimistischen Einflusses.
Gut, Chamber 9 haben wir. Jetzt kommt Chamber 10, von der habe ich gerade. Oder 17? Keine Ahnung. Ich absolut hasse.
Hallo, wir wieder. Unsere frühere Warnung. Die Beherrschung und Impulse.
Ich weiß, dass du die Beherrschung verlierst.
Spektakulär. Sie verstehen anscheinend, wie ein Portal den Vorwärtsimpuls beeinflusst. Oder genauer gesagt, wie nicht.
Hoho. Da kann ich doch einfach Ammo Boosting.
Der Impuls, das Produkt aus Masse und Geschwindigkeit, bleibt zwischen den Portalen gleich. Einfach gesagt, was schnell reingeht, kommt schnell wieder raus.
Nächster Test kann man ziehen. Wieder in einer Minute geschafft.
Das Enrichment Center verspricht Ihnen eine allzeit sichere Testumgebung. In gefährlichen Testumgebungen steht Ihnen das Enrichment Center stets mit gutem Rat zur Seite. Zum Beispiel ist der Boden hier tödlich, meiden Sie ihn.
Kann hier nicht einfach mich rüber Ammo boosten. Ich hab's fast geschafft. Ich hab schon wieder fast geschafft. Digga, was mache ich hier eigentlich?
Das Gerät kann jetzt 2 verbundene Portale gleichzeitig erstellen. Als Teil eines freien Testprotokolls können wir Ihnen etwas Amüsantes mitteilen. Das Gerät ist jetzt mehr wert als die Organe und Einkommen aller Bewohner von
Subjekt Wohnort hier.
Den kann stehen. Das ist hier über 11.
bereit machen zum Rausschleudern. Hinaus in den Raum.
Mit dem Airbow boosten muss ich mir noch echt noch überlegen. Ich kann es besser als ihr denkt. Scheiße. Digga, hab keinen Bock mehr. Numpad 2. Nine.
like Bed Wars, but if you got enough spare blocks, it also could help you out quite a bit if you're getting chased by mobs in survival. At the very least, it makes it just a little bit less annoying to find yourself in Elytra if you're able to go over the end void gap like this. Now, speaking of getting to the end, how fast can you beat Minecraft?
Because they got hacked, and they will ask you a very simple question. They have this new project and they need your help in finishing it. It's a 2D adventure project, it's a game, and they just need people who can play and give a review for 4 to 5 minutes. Being a game reviewer is completely fun and it's a lot of people's dream jobs, and this person is going to give you $10 from PayPal, or they will give you 1 month of Discord Nitro. This is an absolute steal for 4 to 5 minutes of your time. Who would pass up on this offer? And it tells you to go to cursedbetablogspot.com, this website, and you need to keep in mind this beta key password. So I go to this website and I see this cursed game, and it looks like a pretty interesting game. Pixel art, fighting, 2D, gosh, beautiful. And when I scroll down, there's this nice, beautiful download link that I can click on. So I'm going to right-click this download link, and I'm going to open it up in a virtual machine, because for some odd reason, I just don't trust this file. I wonder how I could have this suspicion, you know? Is it because the video says scam in the title? So I'm on my virtual machine, and I downloaded this setup.rar, and it's from discordapp.com, and this is very important for later on, because I'm going to show you how to take these down. But I'm going to open up this rar file with 7-zip, and yes, the quality isn't the best. Okay, I'm on a virtual machine on the internet, and I need to enter in that special little password. Now, of course, I actually don't remember it. I just have something called 2 monitors where I can look at the password on the other one. But I get this setup file folder, I open it up, and I get this game, setup.exe. And you know what? I'm going to right-click it and run it as administrator, because, I mean, why not? Let's give it the best shot of working properly so I can get that $10 or free Discord Nitro for 1 singular month. Oh, well that's weird. Oh, something's happening. Oh, my Chrome just closed. This is some very strange behavior from a video game. I've never opened up Call of Duty, Warzone, whatever, Modern Warfare 37. I never open up my game and my Chrome just magically closes. Now my acting skills are garbage, so I think I'm done with my little facade, but I basically just ran malware that stole all my passwords and sent it to some random server on the internet. Now, I've already looked at this malware sample before, so we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive to see where did it end up, because the thing with malware is that when you download it, it will just go to somewhere on your drive. It will hide itself so that you can't get rid of it. Now, this isn't for every single malware variant on the planet. This is just for this one specific one. But if I go down here and I just type in run, because I don't know if I can press the Windows key, and I go to local app data %, it's just like you're installing Minecraft mods. And there's this cute little temp folder, and I open it up, and there's a little bit of things, but I could see this very long file name that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And when I click on it, oh, what is that? There's my cursed.exe. This isn't the setup file, but it has the same icon. You know what? I wonder what these Chrome 100% pack and Chrome 200% pack contain. Well, I hate to break it to you, but it contains all my Chrome passwords. Yes, every single time you use a website and it pops up with that little Chrome thing telling you to save your password, do not use that. Please, please do not. You want to save your password in like a password manager. Saving your passwords in your browser just opens up your whole experience to get annihilated by this malware. So I'm going to terminate this analysis here, and looking at the report of the malware, we can see that it has a score of 10 out of 10, and that's not a passing grade in terms of doing well in school. It's a passing grade in terms of, yes sir, this is malware 100%. So what does this malware do? Well, it's called a Luma, or Luma, I don't know, it's pronounced some weird name, but it's spelt like that, and it is an info stealer. It steals your username and passwords. And just to verify that, I went on Tree triage in their little files section, and remember that curse.exe file when I went to the app data thing? It is reading the file, C users admin app data local Google Chrome user data local state. Why would it be in my Chrome user data? Bing, 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 that's right, baby, it is getting my passwords. And for some people, they might use Microsoft Edge, and guess what this thing is doing? It's reading, oh, C users admin app data local Microsoft Edge. Oh, there's user data down there, and it's reading those files. It is scooping up your passwords and putting them in a nice little nifty file to send off to the person that purchased this malware. Wait, what do you mean by that? Well, if I go to my little analysis website, aka Google Luma Stealer, and get the first Google result, as you can tell on Malpedia, Luma or Luma is an information stealer written in C sold as a malware as a service, which basically means that if someone wants to send someone malware, they just hit these guys, they pay the exorbitant fee of like $200 to $1,000, and they now have access to malware to steal people's usernames and passwords. Now this wiki does say that Luma's capabilities are those of a classic stealer with a focus on cryptocurrency wallets. If you had some sort of, cryptocurrency wallet, it would suck that bad boy up and send it off to the hacker where they could spend all your cryptocurrencies, the bitcoins and the ethereums. Now the thing with Luma Stealer is that people use it in many different ways. So for example, there's a lot of references on this website. I absolutely love this website, but as you can see, it has a Medium article. Luma Stealer targets YouTubers via spear phishing email, and in this very, very in-depth article, which I absolutely love, I'll have this bad boy linked in the description, it goes through how a certain YouTuber was hacked and their channel turned into one of those oh so dear Tesla live streams. The saddest fate for every single YouTube channel on this planet. Now, let's move back a little bit and let's focus on the game specifically. So if I go to this Blogspot article, you can see that it is this cursed game. How did they get all these art assets? This must be a different game. And of course, scammers are really damn stupid, because all it takes is a little bit of a copy of their description and a paste into Google, and oh my goodness, Eldorand on Steam, and if you click on it, and whew, that definitely kind of looks like the game. Actually, that looks exactly the same. This is in fact the game. And this Eldorand game has actually been a target of a lot of impersonation. I've actually seen this scam, like the specific download my game scam, probably about 100 times. I just never got around to it, but every single time it is caught. Copying this one specific Eldorand game, which is extremely upsetting. In fact, just adding on, there was actually one specific scam that copied the exact website and changed the logo just to match their own little game, and instead of having the Steam button, it was a download link to a sketchy file that would steal all your usernames and passwords. And now it's my favorite time of every single scam, trying to take this bad boy down. So the first thing that I noticed is that if I go to this download link, it is a cdn.discordapp.com link. If If I just copy the link address and I paste it into my browser, as you can tell, it is Discord app. This is a file hosted on Discord servers. And since it's on Discord, I think it's time to go to my favorite page on the internet, the Discord Trust and Safety Submitter Request. So how can you help complete your user harassment, malware, or ransomware? And I need to say it is malware, specifically malware files shared via CDN. Now the thing with Trust and Safety is that there's no template I can show you. So this is what I did. It seems pretty coherent, but you just give them the URL to the file that is malware, the password of the RAR file. Then what I did is I also gave them my little triage report that also contains the URL in here so they can see, whoa, that's malware. And finally, for good measure, I also gave them a link to the website, the cursed website that contains the malware download link. And finally, I gave them a little screenshot of this message here just so they understand the context, because Trust and Safety definitely needs some help in terms of context, because I've seen the stuff you guys have sent them, and it is complete incoherent garbage. Anyways, I sign it off with a little heart so they know it's me, and I click on submit. Now, it's never good to rely on one single person to moderate and get rid of this scam, so the next step is to go to fish.report. Oh, my favorite website, I love this thing. Paste in the link to this weird sketchy website, this blogspot website, paste it in, report as malicious, and just go through their basic steps. So the first one is to report to Blogger. Now, I do have eyes, and I figured out how to do this beforehand, but if you go to the website, it's just on the left here, this big, beautiful report abuse button. And the process is easy. Just report content, enter in the URL. It contains malware and viruses. And it was probably a good idea if I just copy and pasted what I put in the Discord report, but now I have to type it all over again. So I gave him a quick little rundown, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and how did I feel when I saw this post? Man, these are some tough emotions. Am I either ashamed, disgusted, or in danger? I felt endangered. Report. Now, since I know Blogger will probably do absolutely nothing, it's time to go back to fish.report and report the next couple things. So report to Microsoft Security Intelligence. First off, let me copy that URL. Click on the big, beautiful report button. Report this website, malware English L5NG. Close that bad boy and report to Google Safe Browsing. And what this does is basically gives you a massive red warning in Chrome whenever you click on this link, and it just helps people that don't understand that this is a very plain and obvious scam. Don't download sketchy exe files or any file from someone random on the internet, especially if they're promising you money. They are trying to trick you into giving them your username and passwords. Anyways, I need to click I'm not a robot and fill out the same report, which I once again forget to copy and paste every single time. Anyways, I sent the same thing to Google because obviously no one will actually read this. This is all just magic robots that are somehow dictating our lives. And finally, that is as much as I can do. But now all I have to do is wait, and hopefully Discord or Google or Microsoft or Blogger will do something to take down this one scam. Every single time one of these scams get taken down, another one pops up. And that's the sad reality with scams, is that you can never stop them, but it's all about raising awareness, so share the video please, I would greatly appreciate it, but also getting a couple of us little fellas to go around and report these scams to try and get it taken down. Anyways, I think it's time for me to kill my time by actually playing the real Eldoran game, which has some very positive reviews. Anyways, sweetheart, I love you very much. Have a fantastic morning, night, whatever time it is for you.
Erhalte jetzt eine kostenlose Trading-Ausbildung. Und wenn du dich jetzt fragst, warum sollte mir jemand kostenlos eine Trading-Ausbildung geben, möchte ich dir eine Sache sagen. Und zwar, wir haben in den letzten Jahren tausende Trader auf ihrem Weg begleitet und eine Sache ist uns dort besonders aufgefallen. Und zwar, dass die meisten komplett ohne Wissen an das Ganze starten, dadurch natürlich viele Fehler machen und vor allem aber auch eine komplette falsche Erwartungshaltung haben. Das Ding ist einfach, dass hier erstmal die meisten sehr, sehr, sehr viel Geld verlieren und das zweite, ihre Motivation verlieren. Um dir einen einfacheren und vor allem aber auch einen sicheren Einstieg in das ganze Thema zu geben, habe ich meine Schulung The True Trader aufgebaut und genau diese Schulung möchte ich dir jetzt gerne für 14 Tage komplett.
So Google just released a new DLC for the internet, and it actually made scamming a whole heck of a lot easier because we have new top-level domains. So you know when you go to like youtube.com, well .com is a top-level domain, and we now have .dad, we have .esq.prof.phd. None of these really care. The ones I want to focus on are .zip and .mov, because if you don't know, those are two different types of files that you probably have on your computer. Now, having a website like url.zip doesn't seem like too big of an issue. until you actually use your brain for a second. But if I go to one of my videos, and you can go down in the comments and type this out yourself, I'm totally not baiting for engagement here, but if you leave a comment where you're talking about maybe, oh, that file you downloaded, the attachment.zip was actually sketchy, it's malware, and you leave a comment, well, Google's gonna do you the wonderful thing and turn that thing into a link. And when you click on this link, well, it could take you to a scam website. In this case, takes us to Rickroll because people are watching our back and making sure that people don't use this to scam. Now, of course, this really wouldn't be that big of a problem if it only applied now. But, of course, that's not how the internet works. Everything gets a whole lot worse because if I go back to a zip bomb video and someone is talking about a zip bomb, 2 years ago they left a comment talking about r.zip. Well, this is now a website. Is it claimed? I don't know, but if I click on the link and someone registers this domain, it could lead to some sort of malware, where if you click on the link, it'll download r.zip, and from there you might click on it, open up the zip file, download whatever is on there, and you now have malware. Fun, fun, fun. Now, thankfully for Gmail, it looks like this actually isn't a thing, it just stays as text, and I know most of you don't use email because you're young, you use something like Tweeter. Well, guess what? Tweeter makes it where if you're telling your friend how to do something on the computer, like extract the test.zip file and look for test.mov, well, instead of those just being words, they are now links to possibly malicious websites that if you're helping your friend with tech support, they might just click on one of those links, and now instead of getting rid of the malware, they have even more malware. And honestly, this whole thing is just really bad. I don't understand why Google did this. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but that's the basic scam. Now let me introduce you to the advanced scam link. In fact, these two links are two different links, and one of them leads to a scam. Well, one of them could lead to a scam that blows up your computer, and the other leads you to Kubernetes, which I'm pronouncing incorrectly probably, and I'm gonna get yelled at in the comments. But since none of us are computer hacker mans, I'm gonna make it a little more simple with this URL here. We have store.steampowered.com/download/@steaminstaller.zip. Now, if I put this link into my web browser here and I press enter, guess where I go to? I go to a website telling me that this isn't Steam and that this could have been a phishing URL to get me to download some nasty malware. So let's look at this link for a second and analyze what is going on. Back in the good old days, you could have a link where it would contain your username and password to go to a website. You just do https username:/password@website.com, and this is very important because what's happening in our Steam link above here is that we have store.steampowered.com/download/, and that's just a whole username, and then we have at our website.com, which is steaminstaller.zip. So using a little bit of text editing, you can see we have https like normal, we have our username and at website.com. Now, that's not the only trick that this link has. In fact, there's something very important. If I just type in this link like normal, just as I see it, I don't copy and paste it, but I type it out and I press enter, I actually do go to the Steam page. And that's because what is happening here is that this slash is not actually a normal slash. As you can see, if I compare it to the slash, the real slash on the left and the fake slash on the right, they are different. And that is because this is a Unicode lookalike. It looks pretty similar, but the function is completely different. To your web browser, this weird slash, the Unicode lookalike, is literally just like a random character, whereas a normal slash actually dictates a path in the website. So for example, we have store.steampowered.com. If I just do /login and press enter, it takes me to the login page. It is a path, it's part of the website. And if I put in that weird slash that's just a random character and I press enter, as you can tell, things are definitely not looking too good. Now there's one really scary thing about these .zip websites. It's the fact that, for example, if this Steam installer website was a scam, using this same trick, if this website went down, I just need to register another one that's like, oh, Steam installer? V2, of course. Oh my goodness, Steam 1 was so good they made Steam 2. Goodness gracious. And this goes for anything. We have youtube.com/download Fortnite hack. Well, if Fortnite hack.zip goes down, all we need to do is just do Fortnite hack-v1 or v12 or whatever. There are an infinite number of possibilities that you can do if you have the website at the very end of the whole entire URL, because most people focus their eyes on just youtube.com. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. I'm a Discord channel, so let's just copy this link and let's throw it into Discord. And you are going to be very surprised because I know the Discord hate train is absolutely popping off right now, but Discord is saving your butt. In fact, if I put in this advanced scam link and I click on edit, you can see this is the scam link, youtube.com. fortnite.com/download. It should take me to Fortnite hack v12.zip, and people should not be the wiser. But if I save my message, it shows up as Fortnite hack-v12.zip. To be honest, I hate to say this, but I don't know if this was a thing before or if it was just added by Discord, but regardless, fantastic job. This is great because I was actually quite concerned about the number of scams that would pop up. Now, in terms of determining whether or not this is a scam link or not, what you should really do is just copy it and put it in your browser. So as you can see in Chrome, this is just youtube.com. Everything is gray, and the only thing in white is the website. It's Fortnite hack-v12.zip. And this also works for Firefox. As we can see with Firefox, this is the super long GitHub Kubernetes super cyber nerd thing, and it shows me the website at the very end in white. But the sad thing though is that this white little website part isn't foolproof, because for example, if I go to Chrome right now, you can see this discord.gift, and oh my gosh, it's a Discord gift link, and if I press on enter, I actually don't know what website it's going to take me to, probably some sort of scam. Well, thankfully it didn't, but I do want to look at this URL for a second because there's something very important. URLs have a whole bunch of different parts. So looking at this diagram here, we have https careers.semrush.com and a path with the slash that I talked about before, but we now need to look at subdomains because semrush.com is the main website. However, if you do careers.semrush.com, it'll go to a part of that semrush.com website. And this happens with Discord, just so everything's simple. We have discord.com, normal website. We have support.discord.com, and it goes to Discord's help center. With a link like discord.gift.pl, the website is actually gift.pl. It's not discord.gift that you're going to, it's gift.pl, and they just have a subdomain that is discord. To confuse you. And the sad thing is that your web browser won't tell you. Well, actually, Chrome won't tell you, because if I go on Firefox, it actually does tell me, which is really nice. I want to see this in Chrome really badly, but as you see in Firefox, it is just Discord straight out the website you are going to. It's very clear. You are going to gift.pl, which, that definitely ain't Discord. And when I first heard about this URL stuff, I was like, yeah, these nerds are just getting mad for no reason. No one would actually use this, right? Well, Microsoft-Office.zip. I don't know if it's still up. Please don't visit this website, but it is a fake Microsoft login page. It is a phishing website where if you log in using your Microsoft account, bye-bye, Mr. Microsoft account, you won't be seeing it again. So this is definitely something that all these cyber criminals have been latching onto. It is literally the new cash cow, and people are trying everything they can think of to try and scam you out of your account or your money or whatever they want, maybe your Fortnite V-Bucks. Now, these new domains are honestly just really confusing for everyone. If you're just a normal internet user, you might be confused. Why is attachment.zip highlighted? Can I click on this and get a download? No, you'll probably get malware. And for me, when I see this super long link, it didn't even click in my head that I'm clicking on a link that could be malicious. Now, there is a company behind all these URL stuff. They're called ICANN. And what does ICANN mean? Well, thankfully, they tell me right away. Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. They're talking about TLDs, which are the .com top-level domains. Now, scrolling down ICANN's resources page, which actually put me to sleep, the main point of this whole entire thing is that ICANN tries to make things interoperable, they're compatible, and good for the internet. And of course, how do they make these decisions? Because this is the best part. ICANN works with supporting organizations, they have an ICANN board, and they discuss everything, and they try to approve changes and reject some of them. And somehow this idea of having .zip domains that could easily be exploited just didn't cross the minds of the ICANN board, and kaboom! On the 15th of September in 2014, they actually approved the .zip domain. I'm gonna be honest, I thought society was stupid now. Turns out we were always just stupid. But that's just my opinion. And let's talk about Google's opinion because it's probably even worse than mine. When Bleeping Computer contacted Google about the concerns of the new domain name, Google said the following: "The risk of confusion between domain names and file names is not a new one. For example, 3M's command products use the domain name command.com, which is also an important program on MS-DOS and early versions of Windows." Did you know that? I didn't know that. In fact, I'm pretty sure 99% of you don't know that command.com was a thing in early versions of Windows. Applications have mitigations for this, such as Google Safe Browsing. Of course, they'd plug Google Safe Browsing, their own product, and these mitigations will hold true for TLDs, such as .zip. And the rest of this is basically Google saying, yes, we take malware very seriously. But let's be honest here, why did Google even make these domains in the first place when they have the risk of getting people hacked with malware? Well, that's because Google has great explanations why why these domains exist. .zip is a secure domain for tying things together or moving really fast. Hosting content on a .zip domain means speed. .mov is a secure domain for moving pictures and other things that move. For anything that moves you, .mov is the perfect domain. Yeah, hello Google? Why is your business department writing this absolute filth on your blog? Oh, why? Oh, money? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. Yep, see you later. Bye-bye. Love you. Mwah. Okay, bye-bye. God, he just will never hang up. I always have to hang up. And literally the only people that I could say they did a great job are the absolute chads, like John Hammond, who bought up domains that cyber criminals are going to use to try and scam you. But like I said before, with any one of these domains, it doesn't take a whole lot to make it slightly different. But hopefully moves like this and just general awareness make it so that this is less of a problem, because obviously Google is definitely not walking back this change. Anyways, that's all I got. I love you very much, sweetheart. Bye-bye. I love you. I said I love you twice because I double love you.
Der einzig logische Grund, warum du noch nicht mit mir zusammenarbeitest, ist einfach, weil du mir noch gar nicht glauben kannst. Du glaubst mir nicht, dass meine Teilnehmer mindestens 5.000 € pro Monat verdienen.
Ich gehe halt locker mit 20 brutto nach.
19 insane ways to use maps in Minecraft. Maps are a funny thing in Minecraft. Sure, they're nice to look at for an overhead view of your base, but they can do so much more. So for that case, let's look at some of the wackiest ways to use map art in your Minecraft worlds. And hey, the YouTube demolition team bet me that you can't subscribe to the channel before this TNT goes off. So to prove them wrong, power that red sub button down below. It's free and it ups out a ton. Oh, and what's this at the crater? Well, it's an ad read. This video is sponsored by Core. Core's new online platform powered by the Unreal Engine to allow anyone, including you, to create and play PC games for free. Whether that's a marble racing game like Roll'em, an FPS game like Silly Gun Game, or my personal favorite, Tower of Terror, where you can try to climb up a randomly generated obstacle course. With a library of games that gets bigger every day, now is definitely the time to join, especially with Core's new City Building Jam. In partnership with Level 80, Core is giving creative people like you a chance at a $25,000 prize pool. All you gotta do to participate is recreate your favorite real-world cities, landscapes, monuments, landmarks, and even school campuses right in the Core engine. Details on the contest, as well as the download link to Core are in the description below. So get started on a whole new slew of games, and even create your own today. Thanks, Core. Number 1. Nothing in Minecraft quite beats that feeling of finding some diamonds while exploring a cave. At least, what you thought were diamonds. But as it turns out, it's actually just a fake diamond ore put on a map. This is a great way to prank your friends. Just go down to a cave that you know that they'll explore, hide